Run when the rhythm's right. Go into the night. Go until you're out of sight and you're out of my mind. Run when the rhythm's right. Go into the night. Floating as the river flows, easy as it goes to the ocean. So walk on by, I've got no reason to love you, but I do, I do, I do. So walk on by, I've got no reason to love you, but I do, I do, I do. Show me colors of the sky, but all I see is gray. You lost me when you lied. Promise me, but you never try. Secrets in your eyes. You go and run, I'll hide. Show me colors of the sky, but all I see is gray. You lost me when you lied. I don't ever wanna be crowned, just another prize. It breaks my heart, heart. Breaks my heart, 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 heart. Breaks my heart, 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 heart. Breaks my heart, heart, heart. Breaks my heart. Lost in the midnight blue shadows of the moon. Here with open arms for you, feeling something so new. Said with me you'd reach the sun. Oh, but we were so young. Love me till the summer's done, but keep me in your heart, so I hold on. So walk on by, I've got no reason to love you, but I do, I do, I do. So walk on by, I've got no reason to love you, but I do, I do, I do. Show me colors of the sky, but all I see is gray. You lost me when you lied. Promise me, but you never try. Secrets in your eyes. You go and run, I'll hide. Show me colors of the sky, but all I see is gray. You lost me when you lied. I don't ever wanna be crowned, just another prize. It breaks my heart. Colors of the sky, breaks my heart. All I see is colors of the sky, but all I see is colors of the sky. Colors of the sky, but all I see is colors of the sky. But all I see is colors of the sky. Colors of the sky, but all I see is colors of the sky. All I see is colors of the sky. to the ground now, and somehow I feel like you don't know me. Shook me to the ground now, I don't even know how. Brought me to a life that you never showed me. Coming from the locked up ghost of yourself, but you're coming from the light. There's more to you than you ever thought there was. Yeah, you're coming from the light.
All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome. My name is Resorty, and to you, one and all, I say hello, friends. How's it going? Welcome. Hope you're doing well. It's a lovely Saturday here, probably a Friday night there. Hopefully your week has ended well after the excitement of Thanksgiving yesterday. Hopefully you're able to relax, maybe spend some time with family, at least not worry too much. And now the weekend's here. Congratulations to you all for making it that far. It's good to see you one and all. Hello, Jim. How's it going to you today, Axix? Welcome indeed, Gruff, and hello, Essek, and welcome indeed, Pepper, and history teacher Steve. Do you mind if I go to HT, Steve? I realize any person with 3 parts of their names, I want to shorten it so much. We have a viewer named Hit People Guy, and they've become HPG because Hit People Guy, too many words. But Steve, it's good having you with us for sure. As you'll notice, tonight is going to be a Wrexham match, hopefully after last week's absolute indignity of losing 2-0 against a pretty unfortunately bad team. Hopefully tonight we bounce back and go in a good direction to put big smiles on everyone's faces. All I ever want. With that said, not too much happened last night. It was a pretty relaxing night with Noms at the end of a pretty long week for her, and so that was a good time. We went out for dinner together to a place that we've been before, but they had a new item on their menu, and we went there primarily to try it. And I don't have a photo, unfortunately, and when I describe it, you're going to say, wait, what? What is this? We'll come to that in one moment. Game Urchin, hello friend. And Game Urchin, thank you so much for your comments on Discord about the Product Zomboid playthrough and your City Skylines playthrough. Nope, not that one. Your Transport Fever playthrough. There we go. I've enjoyed reading them so much. I am planning to go back at some point and play Product Zomboid, and I think your comments are very well taken. Namely, Game Urchin warned, if one returns to Project Zomboid into a long-term playthrough without remembering how to play the game, that's a very fast path to everything falling apart and you dying instantaneously. Which, absolutely. It's a game that every time I play it, there's like, what buttons are which buttons? How do I move around? Where am I? It's a game that definitely takes a little bit of getting back into again. So thanks for those reminders. Very good. Hello, Hit People Guy. HPG, good seeing you, friend. Hope you're doing well today also. Yeah, so last night's dish was an onion. And I think that's about it. So it's the strangest thing. It was a plate with an onion on it. But the onion has been cooked in such a way that it opened up like so. No, it wasn't a blooming onion, right? It wasn't the deep fried, battered kind of thing. It was just... So ultimately, I watched the chef as he made the next one for someone else. I think what happens is he takes a whole onion, cuts off the top and bottom of it, removing that harder part and also making a flat surface on which to sit it. He then wrapped it up in saran wrap, kind of thin plastic wrap, and put it in the microwave for, I don't know, 5 or 10 minutes maybe? And then after it came out, he put it into a frying pan and put a little bit of oil onto it. And I think that's about it. So I don't quite know. I don't quite know what he did, but it was just the tastiest thing ever. Because the onion was so soft and caramelized, and it opened, like a flower. So the blooming onion thing, but not battered at all. And next time I get it, I'll definitely take a photo. But it was such a surprising taste when we tried it. Because usually I think of onions as being, kind of, what's the word, zesty possibly. But it was sweet, and it was soft, and it was just really, really tasty. and it was probably way more oil than I think it is, but it was so good. So that's a pretty nice thing. Hello to you, Republic. This is indeed a football shirt. Yep, I wear a football shirt on Saturday. That's what we do always. Fleabum, hello friend. Axel, good seeing you indeed. Yeah, it was a really tasty food. Other than that, we had a little side dish of cheesy mashed potatoes. Cheesy mashed potatoes, yes indeed. And they were very good. And then lastly, we had a plate of pasta we shared between us. So a nice Friday night date night at a little, I don't know, somewhat Italian restaurant. Which is, very, very nice indeed. You didn't think Americans watch football? This guy does. And yeah, if you want to know what the suit is, Fleabum, !suit, S-U-I-T, it's the Saturday command. Every Saturday I do not wear a suit and tie because it's my day off. Casual Saturday. So, that's that. Hey, Ramrod, good seeing you, friend. Up the city now, right? Up the town was until fairly recently, but yeah, King Charles visited Wrexham and made them a proper city recently. And how cool is that? Some fancy old man comes by and says, you get to be a city now. Congratulations. Says Wrexham City, finally. All right. What else I got for you? Yesterday's class was, I don't know. So towards the end of the term here, I let the students choose topics that they want to discuss, and I don't prepare substantial lectures or like activities. I just come in and say, hi, you all said you wanted to talk about computer stuff and AI stuff and social media stuff. What do you want to discuss? And I put their little topics on the board, and I say, okay, let's start with this one. And the first one was data privacy. And so we talked about like ad profiles and the way in which you don't have any special protected rights to your emails, in the US. If a corporation wants to use them various ways, they can. And what really surprised me is 90% of the students like, yeah, it's cool, whatever. This is one major shift that's happened in my time teaching. One major shift is when I first started, about 15 years ago, I guess, my students were like really upset about data harvesting. They were really bummed about loss of privacy. They thought this was like an infringement on their rights, and they were kind of struggling with, how do I spend my life online and engage with these corporations and people, and then also find a way to still maintain privacy that I care about. I felt a real tension here. Yesterday, though, 90 to 95% of the students immediately said, I like using TikTok. And I said, but what do you pay for TikTok? It's free. Why is it free, right? Because of harvesting of data and advertisements and such. And, what about your privacy? What about the concern that people will watch you doing things you don't want them to watch? And all the students were so comfortable with, if I'm not doing anything wrong, it does not matter. How absolutely great is it that we can like catch murderers and stop people from doing awful things by collecting all the data. I was like, oh wow, this is very different from how my students used to talk. My students used to have a very different perspective. And then one of the characters in the class that I've mentioned before, namely Navy guy, good old Navy guy, for the first time all semester, shut down entirely. He had a really defensive posture. Like he crossed his arms and kind of just looked down. Where normally, even if he disagrees with people, he looks around and engages and talks. And so after a while of noticing him shut down, I said, hey, name here, what are you thinking? And he said, why did I go into the military? And I said, wait, what do you mean, why did you go into the military? He said, the kind of story I tell myself is that people, Americans, really care about life and liberty and freedom and privacy and all of these like traditional virtues. And listening to my classmates, I'm just not even sure anymore. I said, oh, that's a pretty big comment there. So it was not a productive conversation, unfortunately. It was a place where people really struggled to see the other point of view. And so we had a number of things on the table and ideas are presented, but, at the same time, Yeah, at the same time, it was not a productive conversation, which is too bad. It's too bad for sure. I also talked a little bit about ChatGPT, which I thought was such a cool conversation because, as many of you know, there's a bit of a crisis in education right now. Because if you can ask a program to write you a little essay and it will kick out a little essay very quickly, and that essay can get a C- score, school is suddenly very, very different. And so I decided to talk with students, not in any kind of like shame on you way, but instead kind of openly. I started with, those of you who know what ChatGPT or Bard is, how do you use it? And to a person, they said they played around with it some. And the variety of use cases they came up with were so very cool. And it gave me like a really valuable insight on the way in which young people, my students, are thinking about how to use this technology effectively in a way that isn't just go do my homework, please, right? That kind of thing. And so, one student said, I'm such an unconfident person. I never think I'm right about anything. I doubt myself all the time. And so I regularly ask the ChatGPT, does this sentence make sense? What does it mean? And they will report back, or the ChatGPT will report back, your sentence means da-da-da. And she's like, oh, okay. It means the right thing, good. Or, there'd be a question like, I want to do this thing with my life. Does that make sense? Now, I'm not sure about taking advice from, a program like this, but for that student, it was such a way of affirming herself without having to bother her friends all the time. And I thought that was very, very cool. That was a nice interaction that I'd never imagined. One student in each class did something that I found very, very, very strange, which is I give it the topic my essay's about, it gives me an outline, and then I write the paper to that outline. Now, because I started the conversation with, this is not judgmental, I'm not going to hold it against you, I didn't immediately say, I'm pretty sure that's cheating, but I at least appreciated they were using it to brainstorm, right? The same way that you might sit down with a friend and say, hey, I want to talk about, I want to think about, etc., etc., and a friend and you can bounce ideas back and forth. But yeah, I think that goes a little bit too far in the direction of you're kind of filling in the blanks as opposed to actually doing important cognitive work. Hey, miss, good call. I've heard about that programmers, when they need to figure out the issue of what's gone wrong with their programming or how to construct a code, will explain the topic in detail to some inanimate object, notably a rubber duck. And so I guess the problem with the rubber duck conversation is it doesn't reply at all. It just stares at you, quack, quack. But if instead you get some feedback, right? If you get some feedback that says, oh, that's a good idea, or you're such a smarty, maybe that'd help you quite a bit. That's cool. I should definitely mention that as a possible way of having a good overlap between something we appreciate, namely externalizing one's ideas, and something we find kind of weird, the ChatGPT thing. And then a lot of students who work in two languages, either native Japanese speakers who work in English or native English speakers who work in Japanese, say that they use ChatGPT as a conversational partner when they can't find anybody who speaks the language who's around at that time. And so, I don't know how well ChatGPT does in other languages, but at least the English language learners have said it's so helpful to have a basically infinite conversation that might be full of false things, but at least the words are in the right order and can go back and forth quickly. And this is great. Like, as an old man, it's very easy for me to say, this technology is scary, it ruins education. But if I can see how they use it, right, if I can see how they use it, then that might give me better ideas for how I can incorporate it in the classroom. Because one of the big conversations we've been having at the university here is if our students will be expected to use things like ChatGPT or other AI-ish programs, in their work lives, do we as educators have a responsibility to find ways to teach it or at least talk about it that'll be useful for their future? And my sense on that is yeah, we have to prepare them for the world they're finding, not the world we wish that they live in. And so it's very hard for me to very hard for me to think about, okay, what do I do best here? Like what I really want is a way for the students to come up with ideas and arguments and then think back and forth with this other person. That would be great, because that's what I want the students to do all the time, is go talk to their dorm mates, go talk to their parents about ideas. I worry though, as it is right now, it's so easy to have ChatGPT or whatever respond, and then one just says, oh, you're right, let me write that down instead. So, I don't know. I'm keeping my mind open though, and we'll see how it goes. More on that in a moment. Hello, Republican. Which team do I support? Yeah, like Pepper said, this is a Wrexham AFC shirt. They're a Welsh football team. I like them a bunch. The point of Rubber Duck isn't the feedback, it's to verify that written implementation matches spoken logic. Oh, freak. So it's not so much that you sit back and say, okay, the problem I want to solve is, here's how I'd solve that problem. It's instead, you've written the code already, and so you read through the code and explain what it does, and then you recognize that, oh, what it says here is not what I actually want to say. I guess I don't fully understand. How one, or what one explains, but this, I've never done it, so not sure. Hey, Fleabum, your partner works in educational awarding organizations. ChatGPT's causing issues. Yeah, it's a weird thing. It's a weird thing, and we're all struggling right now to understand, like, what's the best way to integrate this. We can't put the horse back in the barn, or the genie in the bottle, etc. But yeah, I think we'll find ways to do better. But it's going to cause a major reshaping of, what does education mean? In the same way that the easy availability of Google, for instance, like search engines, means you don't need to memorize literally everything. Instead, you have to know how to, interact with the Finder, right? And type in the right question, right? Search terms, and you get just what you need. And then we go to like data literacy and understanding how bias works online and so on, but it's cool. Like, calculator need to know how to input the formulas. Axel, absolutely agree. And I don't mind the idea of there being, like, ChatGPT whispering to get to do just the thing you want, right? In the same way the microwaves makes it much easier to cook, I don't mind technologies that help us do things more easily, as long as right now that thing is not all of the valuable work of thinking, because it's very easy for me to imagine a certain kind of Wall-E future in which we give up on what I think makes us distinctively human, namely engaging with each other discursively. But who knows? That's the doomsday scenario. So I don't know. And then here's the disappointing part. After my class is over, this would be bad, I apologize in advance, I went over and saw a little faculty talk by some faculty who are not scientists, who want to talk about how to teach AI to the youngsters. And so they had a little game they wanted us all to play, and they made a tremendous mistake of saying, I want you to play this game as if you're yourselves, not students. And so they wanted to give us points for getting the answers right, and question number one is, are these different items on the board, things like ChatGPT or Grammarly or different programs, are these artificial intelligence? And I immediately said, hi, please define artificial intelligence, because this term means everything and nothing all at once. And they said, you know what artificial intelligence is, don't worry about that part. I said, okay. And so I was in a small group with 2 other people, and both of them said, all of these things are artificial intelligence, because they can mimic things that humans do. And I said, all technology mimics things that humans can do. None of these are artificial intelligence. And it was a very strange conversation, because, yeah, I think that what I want to call AI must be intelligent, and I don't think simple replication, like, I don't think my thermostat's intelligent, right? I turn the little knob, it does the thing I want. This is not intelligence, it's just following rules. Now, it might be the case, right? It might be the case that all intelligence is just rule finding, even ours, but I don't want to make the jump too fast. And so it was that kind of interaction, and the faculty just disappointed me so much, like the presenters. Because then they went to questions like, the student who uses AI in the class has an advantage over all of the other students. The other people all said, oh, that's true, because you're not supposed to use it. And the presenter said, nope, it's false. It doesn't matter if you use it, it's how well you use it. And at this point, I had a moment in my head of saying, where did these people learn how to teach? No, but really, you do not teach via trick questions. What are you doing? So a lot of the conversation went that way over and over again. They were just like trying to show how slick and cool they were about AI conversations. And then, like, here's the part where I definitely clammed up and just stopped talking. They started talking about how Google Bard has become sentient. I said, wait, what? Please define sentience. And like, it can think and stuff. I'm like, whoa. Sentience does not mean it can think and stuff. It needs to have self-reflexivity and feeling and emotion dispositionally to the world. This is what sentience means. And they're like, no, they locked this thing off on a ship in the middle of the Pacific so that it couldn't interfere with the rest of oh boy. So at this point, I just stopped talking. And I was so confused. Because my sense is when faculty present on something, they should be the experts on it. And I know this is a pedagogy talk, right? They're meant to be thinking about how to help students understand these things. My sense is if you go in and say Google has become sentient, then you're going to alienate a large portion of the, alienate a large portion of your as I say viewers, but your students, because a lot of them will know full well what these words mean, and they're going to say, foolishness. So I ended up writing a little email saying, I would just encourage you to read these couple articles from the New York Times and from other sources that might help complexify the conversation. Because, I don't know. It was a very frustrating conversation. Like, I'm not an AI guy, or I'm not a tech guy, but I've read enough stuff and taken enough philosophy of mind classes that I know these things. I don't know. It's strange. That's how it goes. How it goes. Anyway, thank you all for listening to my bit of a rant here. My email may have included the line, when the parrot shouts out, I'm on fire, it does not mean it's on fire, right? It is not dispositionally responding to the world around it, but there you go. I realize now the past 4 faculty talks I've gone to, I've ended up disagreeing with the entire rest of the audience and with the presenter. So Noms ended up pulling up that always important meme that many of you shared over on Discord, the one that has the Venn diagram of philosophy professors, toddlers, and the Backstreet Boys. In the middle, tell me why. Because I just want to know what you're talking about, and if I can't figure it out, I get very confused. So I may have ended up becoming a bad colleague. Who knows? Slivers, good seeing you. Hello, Marks, welcome. How you doing? Republic's asking, why do I support Wrexham football team in the UK south of Liverpool? I'm definitely a bandwagoner. So there's a documentary on an American television channel called Welcome to Wrexham. After a few Hollywood celebrities purchased the team, they made a big documentary. And it's been fun to watch behind the scenes. And I've mentioned over the years that I really enjoy watching football, like soccer generally. And I used to be a season ticket holder at the Chicago Fire back in the day. But I didn't follow any team. I just like watching the game. But now I got a team to follow because I can see behind the scenes. And I think that's pretty cool. So that's why I follow them and stay up until tonight midnight to watch a match. Next week there's a match that starts at 0:45, and the week after that one at 4 a.m. Yes, the things we do to watch our Wrexham. Friends, we got ourselves about 45 seconds to the first ad break. We're going to take a little ad break. We're going to do a little bit of crossword puzzle, and then we're going to switch on over to some Stellaris, continuing our playthrough we started earlier this week. And I'm excited for that. I'm very excited for that because we're doing something today that I have never done before. And that something is we're building megastructures. The playthrough is going not terribly well. It might be heading towards the end, but we'll see. Also, on the other side of the ads, we're going to talk about ads. How exciting. How exciting. All right, so yesterday we did indeed finish 2 crosswords, actually. Got 2 off the pile, this week's Thursday and last week's Thursday. We still have 7 old ones. 7 old ones to do. Mark's asked, do I stay up late or get up early to watch the match? So I do indeed stay up late for the midnight ones, and I get up for the 4 a.m. ones. Especially if it's a day I don't teach the next day, then I can just sleep in the afternoon. Hey, Geek-tanic, thank you for the Prime sub. Good having you here, my geeky friend. Hope we're doing well. All right, a holiday puzzle, 2023 in movies. I think I've seen 2 or 3 movies in the past year. How many of them are gonna cause a problem? How many of them are gonna probably many of them are gonna cause a problem. We'll see. What does Noms think of my nocturnal football viewing? She's amused that I'm able to stay up very late for watching football, but not on a school night generally. And then, yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. I think when I get up at 4 a.m., if I'm draggy that evening, she's not a big fan. And so I tend not to get up for 3 o'clock matches. I'll watch those on replay instead. But if I sleep until 4 a.m., I'm fine. Anyway, I finally cracked it. Aha! Title for Alexander 1 is either Azar or Azar. Down here is acronym for 4 brothers embroiled in mayhem in an animated feature. I have no idea. So C or T. Smudging ceremony herb. Smudging ceremony. So at Lent, ash is used to make a cross on the forehead. If this is an S, it could be sage possibly. We'll go with Zar and C. A blank tofu, a Sichuan dish. Is it Mabo tofu? Now, this is a dish that can be spelled with a P or a B in this position. Religious devotion. Piety possibly? We'll see. Perfect Blank, a Wim Wenders film that premiered at Cannes in May 2023. I can say with almost certainty I'm not going to be able to solve today's puzzle. If there are many, many questions about movies, I just will not get that at all, unfortunately. Hello, Guffin! Thank you for the resub, friend! Am I going to have another FM journey soon? Football Manager. Oh, I think I said no this year. I'm still leaning towards not this year, but yes, next year. But if there's like a tremendous number of people who want to see Football Manager, we could possibly do 1 round of that. It's just a whole bunch, unfortunately. Whole bunch of weeks needed. Hello, Titan! Welcome, friend. How you doing? Activity on the back of a cereal box is going to be a maze, probably. That's not how he spells words. Maze. Cheech of Champions. Did Cheech Marin come back around? Maybe. A film starring Michelle Williams as a sculptor in April 2023. 4 brothers embroiled in mayhem. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I have no idea. Beau is Afraid. Director Ari. Yep. Ha ha ha! We know one. Wes Anderson film set in a retro-futuristic version of 1955. It's called Asteroid City, and if you've not watched it, strongly recommended. Man, what does that say about me that the only films I know are like snobby Wes Anderson movies? It's a bit of an issue. Schumann, who was on the conservative side in the War of the Romantics. I assume this is the composer Schumann. Can't remember his name right now. It might be Arthur. I'm not sure though. The infinitive of sui and soya. I have no idea. Needle's aperture. A needle goes through the eye, or a needle has the eye, which a string goes through. There we go. This means I have good taste in movies. I hope so. Director Sembene, often considered the father of African cinema, whose centenary was celebrated in 2023. I know there's a major African cinema hub in Nigeria called Nollywood, and I know a guy who studies it. I could probably call him if need be. Glance through quickly is probably scan. Let me go ahead and do these 3 right here, then we'll get back to the game, I promise. Organization that went on strike over what leaders called existential issues, including residuals and the use of generative AI. So it's either the writers or the actors for Hollywood movies. I'm going to say it's the Screen Actors Guild, though it could also be the Writers Guild of America. And so I don't know which one it is. Let me go and see what the down is here. Dairy farm animals. Well, cows, certainly. Oh, video game. Oh, whoops. Oh, video game. Cows, probably. And so the Writers Guild of America. Cool. Like pizza eaten for breakfast often. It's eaten cold after a leftover night. High grade. The A+. Okay, that's enough for now. Good fun, good fun, good fun. Flemmy said, you saw one of the word puzzles I did in a different context recently, and the person doing a solution called it ridiculously hard. Yeah, I just do a lot of crosswords, so I'm on a certain wavelength with how they're made, and so I think that habituation helps, but there we go. Alright friends, it is time for us to think Stellaris-related thoughts. Where's Stellaris? Where is Stellaris? There it is. And the other thing to say is it's time to start the old Reddit ad. Yesterday, we spent $17 on the Reddit ad, which is fine, and for that we got 68 clicks off of Reddit. Does this mean that any of them led to new engagement, new followers? I have no idea. That said, I'm going to go ahead and restart it right now, and we'll see who else comes in and how it goes. Thus far, no trolling. Thus far, no one has come by and said, Resorty, you're a horrible human. I'd like you to end your stream right now. Ads are bads. So the ad should be running again starting now. Is that true? So it's active. Good to good. Ready to go. Looking. Hey, it is now delivering once more. We'll see who comes by, if anybody. You can troll if you want to. As much as I appreciate that, I don't think our channel needs the trolling right now. So let's go and load up our ongoing bird playthrough. Yesterday was a day of solidifying the borders in some way and expanding actually as far as we possibly can in this playthrough. So this is us, and this unfortunately will be us for a very, very long time. Because in almost all directions, namely here, here, and here, the people around us are enemies who want to destroy us. The ones on the far left have currently made themselves our overlord. Today I would like to break free of them, but we know the Cabarians here, which are imperialist hegemony folks, want to attack us, and then to the north, a pile of exterminating robots who have already split the middle of the sovereignty and have threatened us repeatedly. So what we really need to do today is build up right here. I believe I'm going to have a second or third fleet sitting just behind to try to protect that border. Beyond that, yesterday we started terraforming a planet here, which will be our 4th planet, and then also, in our first time ever, really, we went ahead and created a megastructure. It's coming in right now, and I'm so excited to see how it goes. Hello to M. Brady. I'm a wonderful human. You want this stream to go forever. Ads are necessary evil. I'm afraid you're right, my friend. That said, it's kind of fun, right? The ad over on Reddit has led to a little nice conversation so far, and I don't mind that too much. So hopefully it leads to additional people coming in and hanging out. But M. Brady, it's very good seeing you. Hello. You don't know if not getting trolled is great. It means no one's coming from here from ads. Why can't people come from ads and have a nice conversation? You will see that in the upper left-hand corner, our energy credits are in a bit of a hole right now. We have enough other resources to buy our way out of the problem for a while. But it is the case. That we need to fix that soon. The new planet we're building right now, unfortunately, has very little energy possibility. And the one that we're terraforming, we'll see. My greatest hope is that it can be an energy planet. Past that, we'll need to discover if we can use megastructures to make energy. I just don't know. I hope we can. We've learned about faster research. Cool. And then nothing here at all with energy, so we'll go ahead and make more colony development speed, because I'm sure we'll have at least one more colony pretty soon there. Once the terraforming is done here, we'll need to make sure we turn off our exotic gas usage, which is currently being used to produce a whole bunch more, or a whole much faster terraforming currently. So, it should be good. Republic, you find it funny that maps in space games are always two-dimensional. I don't know how we'd get a three-dimensional map. It'd be amazing. Absolutely amazing. One thing we've begun to do is to delve our way into the special astral tears. These are addition in this most recent DLC. These kinds of deeper engagements with somewhere else. Oh, it's bright. It's upsetting. This takes us to another universe, another galaxy, another I don't know what. But it will, help us to meet other kinds of people. The one we're in right now, it has the tower. We land on top of some giant tower. It seems just right for us. And apparently a creature wishes to speak with us. As of right now, we are watching the creature. We're not saying hello. So in a while here, hopefully get a positive outcome, but one never knows on these things. New events are a bit scary. Also, we get more of these astral threads by researching the astral tears. We have enough right now to increase our movement speed. Because we're not exploring too much, faster movement speed is not super important. So I'm going to go ahead and just save our points until we get high enough to get the faster physics research, which has been most helpful so far. So we'll see. All right. Owl House here has an open building spots. Unfortunately, I don't know what to put there. We have the gene clinic, we have the autochthony, just a weird little planet that isn't terribly well organized, and there's no possible terraforming right now. We have to have, not terraforming, sorry, no possible feature removing right now because we can't get rid of dangerous wildlife or defoliation, etc. So hopefully soon there. We'll see. Right, more technology, cities have more housing, and what do we want now? Ideally, whatever leads to the Dyson Sphere. As some of you said, the Dyson Sphere can be used to get big energy from stars. And that'd be amazing. We just haven't gotten that quite yet. And then, yeah, let's learn how to remove some tile blockers. I think that would be a fine way to... Yeah, a fine way to get some more territory on that one planet at least. Alright, what to sell? What to get rid of? Help the money situation. Well, with a whole bunch of rare materials. Most are used for removing blockers and then for war. Right now, no wars. I'm going to sell a giant pile of those. And then, Astral Rift. So this is us inside that rift on that tower. From the safety of our sphere, we spent some time investigating the site. Our attitude is estimated... Oh, sorry, altitude. Our attitude is sassy. Our altitude is estimated at 2,500 meters. It must have been a great effort for society at this level of technological development to construct a spire at such a height. In fact, we may be looking at the civilization's first effort at reaching space. Can you even imagine building a gigantic tower all the way to the stars? I'm guessing this is not feasible on Earth. Is that correct? Like, I know about space elevators, right? These kind of wires that connect the ground to a satellite. But could you just build an incredibly tall tower that would go up above the clouds, up into space? Or would, like, the rotation of the Earth cause it to have too much pressure or something? Engineers, help me, please. Help me, engineers. All right. So, more intriguingly, this stone pedestal is carved with markings and illustrations that look nearly identical to those found inside of my sphere. So they know about our coming. Are they going to try to use my little machine to escape? I'm suspicious. Hello, Tante. You bought Puzzle Agent in the Steam sale today. I know absolutely nothing about Puzzle Agent. Sounds fun. I like puzzle games, but I don't know it at all, unfortunately. The square cube problem puts a maximum limit on construction. I know a few of those words. I know some of those words. You can make one out of graphene. The tower would need to get thinner to go higher up, or made of strong filament on the elevator. Okay, so I'm not being difficult at all. I'm just dumb. Why would it need to get thinner as it gets higher? Like, I understand square cube problem. I can definitely look that one up and figure out what it means. But, like, just naively, it's easy for me to imagine have a giant tower keeps on going. Because I can build a 5-foot tower. I can build a 10-foot tower. Why can't I build a 30,000-foot tower? I don't think it's airplane height, but good enough. I don't know. Has to be thinner because the upper levels are supported by lower levels. Is this true for skyscrapers also? Like, this is me again. Honestly, I don't know. Are skyscrapers narrow at the top necessarily, or is it only at very, very tall levels? The volume is cubed on the side, but the cross section is only squared. The stress increases exponentially. Oh god, okay. I now greatly regret that I was never an engineering student, and I didn't make one of those, like, delightful tongue depressor bridges. That's what I should have done. That would have definitely helped. But thank you for the good knowledge. I appreciate that very much indeed. Alright. So, a creature stands before me, arms stretched wide. This is clearly a joyous moment. So I can bring them on board, or I can give them some alloy. Yeah, let's get engaged in a little bit of generosity. This might be a cargo cult. Maybe they'll call me John From. If you don't know about cargo cults, they're one of the more fascinating things in recent human history. Apparently islanders in the areas of the Pacific where World War II were fought would occasionally get things from the sky, or military planes in the US would land in the islands and leave behind gifts. And apparently, a religion started out of it, with a messiah named John F.R.U.M. And as the story goes, this is someone who said, like, hi, I'm John from America. And they took John From as the person's name. And apparently these people are waiting for the return of John From to bring them more gifts. Now, as I tell this story, I worry it does seem a little bit orientalizing, but I don't think it's false. If you look up John From cargo cult, I believe it's true. We'll see. Anyway, I'm going to give them a gift and see how they like that. Very good, very good. Alright, as we said earlier, we have to militarize the dickens out of this area. We've already started doing so. Let's see. More platforms. So I'm terrified of the people over the border here. I don't want the killbots to come kill me. Now we're able to use this one, which is Astral Siphon. Unlocks the Astral Siphon building, increases Astral Thread's storage capacity, provides Astral Research job. We turn consumer goods into research points and Astral Threads. As of right now, we're good on consumer goods, but we may not be long term. I'm going to hold off on that until I feel better about my consumer goods as we build more planets. Alright, energy much better than before, thank goodness on that. And is there any, or are there any trade points I'm not currently collecting? I think I may have all of them. Well, found one problem here. Unresearch research. Looks like we have all the trade right now, thank goodness. And we have faster colony development speed. And then... whatever's cheapest. Yeah, cheapest military technology seems like a good idea. Cool. Trying to remember what else I wanted to do in this playthrough today. There were a variety of other things I said, oh, we have to do that definitely. One is militarizing the wormhole. And then the Shroud Tunnel, I don't know how these work. I'm not sure I've ever actually used one before. Let's read if we can. Okay, we can't do anything with the clicking. I hope no Shroud monsters come out and get us. We'll see what happens. We'll see. You are good and militarized. Nope, sorry, you are good and militarized. We can upgrade you at least. And I'm going to go ahead and turn in some minerals to get ourselves additional alloys again. I'm killing the strong amoeba fleet. Flea Bum is absolutely right. I do want to kill the strong amoeba fleet so that we're able to scan and build in that last area there. Cool.
Our ships have been upgraded.
Alright, a few more of these. We'll then head up this way and build one more defensive platform. Pretty soon I want to start using my envoys to spy on my overlord to see if I'm able to throw him off at some point soon. Though possibly until the neighbors are dealt with, it'd be good for us to stay unified via the overlorddom. If I break off, they probably won't. We will not disturb them further. Our very arrival seems to have accidentally fulfilled an ancient prophecy. Somehow they knew we were coming, and given the profound importance they placed on it, our arrival is likely to have a significant effect on the civilization. We decided to leave a small gift of advanced metals behind as evidence of our goodwill. On one of these, we've inscribed the mathematical location of the home system, should they ever find their way to us. In the hope it will prove useful to sociologists, we've recorded our entire interaction. So I didn't know that by leaving behind the gift, we were saying, let's not speak to them. I wish we had done both of them, the gift first to ensure positive relations, and then after that invited them on board to speak. But yeah, prime directive all the way. I feel like we made a mistake this day. Alright, we're going home. Now, do I have more astral rifts to explore? The answer is just no. We do have an archaeology spot up here, though. So, send an archaeologist. We have no active archaeologist right now. She may have died earlier, so I'll have this person who's not really an archaeologist see what they can do. And then, we're unlocking adaptability. We've done 3 of the 5, so just these 2 now. Buildings use fewer resources of the special kind. Great. The last one then will be we receive less orbital damage and our defense armies hold out more firmly. That'll be lovely. Alright. The Owl House has an opening. What a mess this place is. So, I know there's a building that helps the alloys build faster. I think I researched that. Perhaps I did not. Yeah, I'm not seeing it, so never mind. I'm just going to throw up... I don't know. Nothing seems obvious. We could just do some trade, I guess. Yeah, I mean... What a weird little planet. You have a bonus to trade, correct? You have a bonus to minerals, army build speed, and trade value. Yeah, we'll throw up a commercial zone right now to get trading going. I'll rework this eventually, but it's kind of confusing. But the Wisdom Parliament needs more upgrades. Here's where we get the food if we want to. And these places, both the farmers and the miners, create research points also. So that's very exciting for me. And so we'll make a couple farmers, a couple miners, and see how that goes. How's population on that planet, incidentally? We need to move some people over. So our capital, I believe, has actually opened up jobs. Open jobs absolutely everywhere. That's a little bit of work there. Hey, Republic, you bought Stellaris to play on the Mac. You think you may need to buy the Windows gaming computer? Yeah, I don't know at all about how Paradox games play on Mac. Have never tried it. But I think Stellaris is a lot of fun. Definitely a game worth checking out at some point if you're into the whole starship thing. The alloy mega forges. Alright, this is what I was looking for. This helps us get more alloys from any person who makes alloys. So it'd be good to have that built some places. And I know I was close on getting it at least. Construction templates. We get more resources for every silo. Build faster on planets. The empire size gets smaller. It takes a while to research. I'll go ahead and do that for now, though. That's fine. Okay, we have enough alloys to build out our military again. How's the fleet looking? We can have almost 30 more ships. So we're going to build up the fleet that holds the northern border, hopefully. And it is set to size 30, so it will fill up if I just keep building more ships. Onyx Feather, the current leader of our faction, has faster military ship build speed. Cool. We just need a lot more alloy to keep building happening then. But soon. I have a science ship that's currently cloaking around. Now that you've cloaked there, can you scan? No. Are these borders closed to us? They're my overlords, so I'm guessing no. So we've cloaked inside an area I believe we're allowed to be in. So drop that cloak. And then just scan for a while. Or maybe not scan in our overlord's territory. Nope, definitely not. Alright, so we'll head down to what appears to be an open area. Maybe here. No way to get there. Okay. Because... maybe we're not actually allowed to go through our overlord's territory. And we can cloak up again in 100 days. We'll see if our ship gets destroyed between now and then. Gosh, I hope not. Blockers to remove. Nice. And then these blockers also are necessary to remove. Just looking to see if any of these are almost done. Not right now. We will get them knocked out soon. For now, though, more blockers, more good. And then blocker can be removed on the Owl House, which we'll do straight away. And Aerith needs more employment. So there is employment available, but it's not the correct level. Hopefully we can get some more jobs available. Or we can shift that person to a different planet to help out. But they found some jobs anyway. Cool. We're full of influence. I can use influence to get trade value, I believe, or research. I think we're trying to make nice with the pacifists down here to see if they will give us a nice relationship. So we have to get ourselves up to 20 trust or positive relationship. We're getting closer and closer to that. A few more points and we'll get there for a commercial pact and research agreement. Unfortunately, you saw yesterday, for no reason of our own doing, everyone else hates me so much. So, we have a few people who are working on it, but it's not the best of things. So our overlord likes us, the pacifists like us, and then just big problems everywhere. Terraforming is finished on Celadine 3. It finished faster than estimated, which left the terraforming expert with time to experiment. It's impressive. The planet's natural traits have been enhanced, so it's aesthetically pleasing and utilitarian too. So we could get plus 10 amenities, or happiness immigration pull, and people join more quickly. Now, I'll go and take those 10 amenities. Seems nice. And then it's time to colonize the new planet here. So right now we have planets called the Earth, the Owl House, and the Wisdom Parliaments. This one is high habitability and positive amenities. So it's a beautiful place. What is a name for a beautiful place that birds would live? Trying to think. Birds like nests. Oh, birds like baubles. Paradise Bower, I like that. I'm gonna do Bauble Bower, I believe. The beautiful Bauble Bower. Too many, the beautiful Bauble the beautiful Bauble Bower brought to you by Eddie Bauer. I'm gonna go with that, because I know that ravens or crows or whichever ones like baubles. Alright, off they go to get that one going. Nice is nice. Again, energy credit's so bad. How's the Megastructure looking? Is it online yet? Nope. Being built. 64%. Cool. Might be big energy problems for having built that. Alright, more fix, more good. You get upgrades also. We need more farms as well, because food's getting a little bit bad. Not too bad, though. Only I could sell influence. Oh, it'd be the greatest. I think we earlier refused to engage in trade with our overlords. As of right now, they're unwilling to do any of them because they don't like us quite enough. Huh. We'll leave it for now. There's a book called Planet of the Owls. Really? Is that at all related to Planet of the Apes, or is it totally different? Alright. We can use our relic again. So this relic makes the population use fewer amenities. It makes our missiles work better, I believe. So go ahead and knock that thing out. I need money, so I'm going to start selling a pile of artifacts. I pushed the wrong buttons. Well, that's fine. We proclaimed our superiority, so we're more xenophobic. We became more spiritualist. We gave things to museums. We did all the buttons. That's fine. I forgot you couldn't use the sell repeatedly. One sale at a time. Thank you very much. Alright, so last construction is done. We want to go fight this now. So I believe I have 2 fleets here, yes? One's up there. One's up there. Okay, so I have one fleet here also. And it's full size. So I'm going to upgrade this one. And then send it forward to prepare to fight the amoeba location there. Okay. And the other one at home will upgrade also. And then let's go fight some amoebas. And I see that one of my fleets has no commander. Actually, two of them do. So we have no spare commanders. Let's hire a new one. One's a trickster, so it disengages more easily. One will get more experience, and one is a little older as a free level, and repairs his ship more quickly. Love that. So what's your free level going to be? Even more self-repairing, or a governor job, or emotional support pet. The warm cuddles of adorable creatures offer comfort from the horrors of space. We'll get lower negative traits and live for 10 years more. You know what? Sure. I want to see your emotional support pet. That's adorable. Okay, so you move forward to here. As we undock, goodbye to all the money, I suspect. And the other fleet, who dat? The free warriors are in our territory. I believe my borders are closed, but the pirates ignore all that good stuff. You come on down also, and then we'll fight. Archaeology continues. So we've dug deeper and deeper into an archaeological location. But then, a sudden and undeniable sense of mortality has mysteriously crept upon the excavation team as they get closer to some beacon in the depths. As more dirt and rock are removed, an unescapable notion lingers in the back of everyone's mind. Life is fleeting. Someday, all of this will end. All we can do is just keep digging. I wonder if the beacon's going to be pretty bad for us, or if instead the beacon will turn into a positive outcome. It's warning us, but just wants to be found and loved. It'll end, but not yet. Maybe. Maybe. Energy credits go. 50 a month right now is definitely unsustainable. That's the kind of thing we have to fix real soon. Undocking the fleet right now is something we can't really support, so I'm going to get rid of this ship. I believe the construction ship uses a tiny little bit of energy each month. That'll help a tiny bit. This science ship can then cloak again. And if I ask it then to go auto-explore, it'll find a way to do so. Cool. Hello, Jomic. You're in shock, no suit? Exclamation point suit will have all the information you need, my friend. Hope you're having a good day, though. In about 1,000 turns, we can start a new astral location. Or we can have the quantum catapult, break the bounds of FTL travel, or astral siphon, make more threads. For now, we'll go ahead and learn about the quantum catapult. But wee-oo, no energy credits left. Wee-oo indeed. It is Saturday here. That's true. That's true. Alright, got a bunch of consumer goods to sell. We still have not seen the Galactic community start. Are we the only people who come in peace and so we'll need to start the Galactic community? I honestly don't know how to do that. So, not quite sure. And I guess we're xenophobic, so maybe the Galactic community is not for us. Am I correct that I cannot currently build solar panels? Yeah, I think solar panels may be only for robot folks. Yeah, I believe that the hydroponics bay is for human folks, and then the energy ones are for robot folks. Something like that. It's only 9:45. I feel like we've been live for a decent amount of time, but it's only been an hour so far. Hey, our first ever habitat. Okay. How do you work, my friend? Tell me your stories. There it is. The Soul Habitat Complex. And then over here, the Broodnest Huana Orbital. So you're nothing right now. You, though, we'd have to colonize it intentionally. It can't have reactors, so it can't make energy. Unfortunate. So, I'm not entirely sure I want this thing if it can't make energy. I guess we can move some industrial folks up to the sky and then have energy on one of the planets instead. It has bad habitat right now. Well, we'll see how this goes. Bring me more birds. You'll be fine. So it's going to be the, I'm going to call it cage, because the first one in the sky. The things you can make are based on what kind of celestial body you built over. Oh, I didn't know that. I chose this thing absolutely randomly. So may I build it over a sun instead? I can build a major orbital right there. Oh, I see. So if you build it over the sun, you get reactor districts. We've learned a valuable lesson. All right. Thank you for helping on that with Presidy. Appreciate that. Presidium Spike. There we go. Hey, Death Knight. Do I like playing organic or mechanical better? I've only had one mechanical playthrough ever, so I don't have enough knowledge to make any real comment on that, unfortunately. I'm sure people in chat have stronger feelings, though, so I'd love to know what folks think about mechanical playthroughs, because I just don't know, unfortunately. We're burning through food so much right now. Oh, boy. And so many open jobs here. All right, resettle people to us. Migration treaty's over between the Apathians and the Skreek. Hope that's not prelude to war there. Everybody needs more people. And the Apathians and the Skreek have also ended their financial ties. Well, at least we can make habitability go up by quite a bit for the next 100 months. Nice. Then what do we want? Something that leads to happiness, probably. We'll take that. Alright. Trade ended also. Yeah, so what are these Yapathians here? Erudite explorers. I wonder why they're becoming negative towards the pacifists. They're going to become a prospectorium specialist in 1,572 days. The subject specializes in research and science. Oh, they've been subjected. Oh boy. So this subject, it says, they're currently fighting against the Eliminators. They're currently a prospectorium to the Skreek. Wait, I thought the Skreek were peaceful. No. Maybe they offered kindness and said, we'll take care of you. Sure, not sure. I do worry about our energy situation long term, and food's getting bad also. Whichever way, the two fleets are ready. Time for the biggest battle we've had so far. We should win it overwhelmingly, but gotta keep an eye on that and see. Peace through vassalization. Absolutely right. Better vassalization in our time. Gotta learn from these folks. Alright, here comes the fighting. Sorry, Amoeba. Sorry, Amoeba. AI empires can ask to be vassalized? Got it. The peaceful folks in the southeast actually are more militarily strong than we are. Amoebas go! No, I shouldn't cheer for the amoebas. That's a good way to have the fleet destroyed, but yeah, we did very well there. Cool. Y'all go home again, please. Your homes are in different places. I think. So you all, I want your home to be here. I need some home in between, because we have one group there and one group on the border here. A third one here would not be the worst thing. We'll see, though, eventually. New contact! We've met the Raxacodium Union. Evangelizing zealots. I come with a message from the revered Elder Daisy Garland. That is the least intimidating name ever. The elected leader of the Raxacodium Union. We believe in the right of all sapient beings to fulfill their individual spirits. We'll brook no alien interference. Alright. Stay away. Leave us alone. They are way up this way. Cool. And they don't want us to visit. That's alright. Do have a science ship available. So I know the science ship just managed to finish its archaeology. Let's see how that went. The source of the signal is an alien tombstone inscribed with strange symbols. The translation is sketchy at best. It speaks of a person of great importance, of a life's work worthy of remembrance and veneration, and a civilization in mourning. Towards the end of the translation becomes very odd, speaking of grief-inducing leakage of bodily fluids, and their subsequent dissipation due to weather conditions. Only the last part is successfully translated. Time to die. Oh boy. So apparently the people buried themselves, knowing that they were reaching the end. For that we get more happiness, because we've, I don't know, considered death? Something like that. Alright, so y'all are going to go down here and learn about some technology, and then we'll go scan that and take it over as the last available location. It's all tears in the rain, that's right. Thank you, Casper Hauer, for your fine bit of rewriting. Alright, so our cage habitat is building up. And then, because I need food terribly, have we researched better food building? We have. This makes all the farmers give more food. No, it doesn't, sorry. It makes more farmers that make more food, and that will be good. Oh, the archaeology site's in the Hauer. I didn't even notice that. It's in the Hauer district because it's Casper Hauer. That's pretty cool. Thank you for noticing that. Lots of little references and secrets I never see in Stellaris that you all are here to tell me about. And I appreciate it so much. This place is not especially large. It does have access to more moats, so I'm considering maybe possibly terraforming that one eventually. Then, more energy credits. Awesome. And then probably just more defense clap. Quantum catapult, a linked cage of torsion lenses around the star, ensures an optimal throughput from energy being captured to release as a means of interstellar transportation. So each phase costs so much energy, but it says that it also harnesses energy. The big input. I wish I knew exactly what it did. Here we go. It harnesses the power of a neutron star pulsar to twist the fabric of space, skipping a fleet across great distances. Huh. I'm not going to do it yet, but interesting to see we could use that to go very far away. So maybe put it in the middle so our fleet can get anywhere quickly. Or maybe if we make a second bit of empire over here, we can then go fly across. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, I want both of you to dock up, please. Where's your go home? I thought this is the go home button. But it doesn't have a home yet. That's very sad. Alright, so you're going to get set as home. Where is it? Here. Cool. And then go home. And then you all are going to get set as home. I think this has a spaceport and such. Is that right? It does not. Here, maybe? It does not. I'll treat all the time. Up here probably has one. Holy cow. Yes, it does. It has a crew quarters. So you're going to go to this one. and go home, thank you. And then finally, the one in the north here, just building up. I'll set it as having a home base so I don't forget. Hey, Dalmalox, thanks for the follow, friend. Hope you're having a good day. Welcome aboard. Okay, we are running out of food terribly. We can astral action to get ourselves more speed, or astral siphon. Only 150 clicks left until we can get a new astral rift to explore. Hello, Christiva. How's it going, friend? Hope you're having a good day. What was I gonna do? Marketplace again. Sell resources I'm not using. Also, I must turn off terraforming, so don't forget. Gotta buy food as well. So buy food first. Cool. And then turn off terraforming cost. I remembered, finally. We're still over our edicts by a decent amount. Unfortunately, well, I can turn off Map the Stars now. There's very little left for us to scan. And so we're no longer wasting our precious unity. Situation up here also. What's going on? Gotta find 2 more of our probes. Gotta find more habitable worlds. The Manifesti have just kind of stopped. I don't know what's happening there. We got our 3 vibes and see nothing else so far. So I'm curious to see what comes of that. Alright, more Navy capacity we want to. Regenerative hull tissue is super great, so I'm going to grab that right now. Help the fleets stay stronger as we go. What do terraforming gases do? Yeah, so when you when you mean the gases, if you mean that one mission, or sorry, one edict we just used, when you're actively terraforming things, it goes faster. So terraforming gases, terraforming speed is up 50%. Now, if you mean what do the gases do in general, you can also make your ships go faster and your shields work better. So I tend to just hoard all of these until wartime and then turn them on based on what kind of fighting we're doing. The vast majority of them have primarily military application. That's what's going on there. And you may have seen we put an orbital now over the sun. So I can't do anything with this orbital. Just kind of sits there. Do I need to learn a particular kind of technology to put onto this machine? Because it's not pretty impressive currently. It just kind of sits there. Alright, what does matter though is we have the cage up and going. Hello, cage! You do have some reactor districts. Awesome. So get those going immediately. And you have some housing, but not a lot. And no special buildings here. They appear to be the same as always. So gene clinic first. Orbitals do is expand the central habitat. Oh, okay. So the energy here comes from the sun having one. Got it. Makes sense. Thank you. I want to put the gene clinic up top, actually. Never mind. Given the power I need, I'll do that first. Cool. Great to know. We can finish adaptability. For doing that, we get ourselves the finisher effect, which means we can now prospect for additional resources on all of the planets. Cool. And then, a new ascension perk. What am I wanting? Something that gives me energy would be nice. Interstellar Dominion would be useful much earlier, but we don't need it right now. More starbase capacity, always cool, as I only have the 8 right now. Lowering empire size is nice for saving edict points. Also, edict's fund being very large can help a ton. I'll probably take that, actually. Or the arcology. Thus shall we make a world of the city, a city of the world. Unlocks the arcology project. Turns the planet into an ecumenopolis, increasing housing, resource production, and pop growth, and unlocking a special arcology district at the expense of the planet's natural resource becoming inaccessible, preventing no generators or causing no generators, mining, or agriculture. So very strong for making unity, for making housing, for making consumer goods or alloys, maybe. Eventually. Voidborn makes the habitats better. Oh, good eye, thank you. We adapted to permanent habitation in the depths of space, reducing infrastructure needs and yielding more room on habitats for other functions. Habitats are cheaper, more building slots, more districts. I love it. Thanks for seeing that indeed. If we're going to go with habitats, we want that for sure. Nice.
We have claimed a new world for our people.
As much as I do want to continue building out more and more around Seoul, I should probably hold off on that for right now. Well, our construction ship goes sit here. We should have a science ship heading over to scan. Yeah, we do. Soon. And new world has been made. The Bauble Bower exists. Again, it's a nice place where people enjoy living. We begin by making our gene clinic. Then a bit of housing, probably. Tokhthani. Then one housing. Cool. And that one has what again? It's a lot of farming, a lot of energy. Cool. Energy grid go. And then more energy for us. Again, we need a lot of people to fill out these locations. I don't want to become an immigrant nation and invite the neighbors in, but it wouldn't be the worst thing to do so. Here we go. New Astral Rift. We're allowed to have a few more of those. Where is it? Way up here, Astral Rift. In Gil Prim. Once my current science ship scanning is done here, we'll then go up that way and learn more about astral things. The quantum catapult I'm gonna do. I probably can't build it for a long time, but anything megastructure I'd like to head towards. Earth has wrong level jobs. Hey Guardian, you forgot what's the big bad space empire. So there are a lot of different fallen empires. They have a bunch of different names, and they tend to be ready to be woken up and fight us. So yeah, usually there's a crisis also, where either the fallen empires become awakened empires and come attack you, or there's other terrible endgame situations we have to build for. Also, the Kabarians continue to claim my territory. What do we know about them? Equivalent military. We have a spy who's currently gathering data. We want more of that. So challenging encryption. We gotta learn how to do better spying if possible. Fallen Empires are always bad. Yeah, what I mean just is they're often, for newer players, something they don't know how to play with well, that causes things to fall apart quickly. So that's how it goes. A faster construction speed. Nice. The galactic community. We should probably join the galactic community. Probably. As more and more spacefaring civilizations establish formal relations with one another, the galaxy becomes vibrant and lively. To avoid tragic misunderstandings, diplomats have called for the establishment of a pan-galactic organization, a community if you will, where empires of the galaxy can meet to discuss important matters. So as much as I'm xenophobic, I don't want to get targeted, so yes, we will join the galactic community and hope we can gather together against the Eliminator bots eventually. It will yell eliminate, eliminate, and we'll be very, very sad. So if the people in the northeast here are interested in fighting us, we'll have just the one spot through to defend as best we can, because they've claimed 1, 2, 3 already. We'll have to see. Speaking of seeing, still cordial, getting very close to trusting, very, very close. I could just give them nice things to improve relationship, but we'll hold off a while longer if we can. Alright, surface scans on Delirian 2 picked up signs that technological civilization may have been active on the planet, but they've gone extinct. So where is this? Okay, we found an archaeology site there. We have archaeology to do, and we also have a rift to do. More fun adventures. Nice. Galactic community is for the birds. You absolute genius. I love that. Alright, buy more food, buy more food.
Debris analyzed.
And I know that all these upgrades are causing us to spend more and more energy, but I'm feeling good about our current trade balance overall. I'll see how long that continues to be true. Oh. Wait, why do we have a habitable world here? How did I ignore that? I wonder if I terraformed it. So it's not super nice, but probably worth colonizing also. Alright, this place is absolutely plain boring world. What is a plain boring name? Oh, you know what? Never mind. I was gonna say it might only be habitable because something is halfway nice here, but no, it's 90. Oh, I see. It's habitable for other creatures. The people who visited us from, or to follow their prophet. We're kind of stuck with these other folks. Call it Cincinnati. Cincinnati is pretty plain. I had a couple good weekends there, though, so I'll call it the plain plain. That seems very nice. Maybe the plain plains is better. Also, auxiliary operatives in the Cobarian sovereignties began shying away from their tasks, citing a lack of their confidence in their purpose spying behind enemy lines. The Spymaster CMOC 1 Hua would typically handle such matters without bringing them to our attention, but even without them knowing details. These operatives seem unusually well informed about the operation, gather information, maybe our whole spy network. Given these auxiliaries are kept isolated from more active and better informed agents, CMOC 1 Hua suspects the operatives are being fed information from an outside source. Oh no! Cut them loose! 600 energy credits lost. I'm afraid of them causing problems, I gotta say, so let's not do that. Just FYI, I'm probably going to end stream a little early today. I've got some grading I've got to do, and my wife is home, etc. So do not be surprised if in about half an hour we say goodbye. No guarantees, but weekend streams are always a little bit of a special time, and so they're never guaranteed to go forever. But at the same time, not instantaneously. We need amenities, so we'll go and throw up a hollow theater to help with that. Nice. And a trade message is possible. They would like to invite one person into our territory for 200 rare crystals. We have plenty of crystals, population is still what we need. If they go the other way, where they give us a pop for 50 or for 200 crystals, I'll definitely take that trade. Alright, the peaceful friends in the south are interested in us doing migration with them. I'm going to say no on that and see if they'll still give me the trade I want so badly. Trade pack, they'll accept. Also, research agreement, they'll accept. More friends, more good. Okay, the galactic community is now with us. And. So many things to do. Lots of pop-ups. We'll come to these in just a moment. I'm going to go ahead and do 3 minutes of ads. On the other side of that, we will, we will get back to our game a little bit. So welcome back to a little bit of crossword puzzle. Hope you have a nice day hanging out. Thank you for being here wherever you come from. A lovely time spending time with y'all. A folder whose icon might resemble a paper airplane. Send. Mandarin greeting. Ni hao. Elation. Joy or glee. A Blank 2, The Trench, an August 2023 sequel to a movie about a giant shark. I have generally no idea. Blitzen boss is Santa. Ride to an awards gala, say the limo. Floppy Dachshund Park, or Dachshund Park? Dachshund? There we go. Dachshund part is the ear. Poles, not sure. Blank equivalence, a measure of an explosion's energy release. That's TNT equivalent. Poles. Toes, probably. Ferguson, who reprised her role as Isla Faust in Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1 of July 2023. Yeah, I don't know actresses. The Blank, a Roald Dahl book. No clue. Oh, the Big Friendly Giant. That's what it is. Thick and stringy. Thick but stringy. May know wiry is thin and stringy. Not sure. Solemn promises to be vows or oaths, probably. Blockbuster Portmanteau, the portmanteau name, in July of 2023. Yeah, no clue. Hynel, who cited the film industry's complacency towards her sexual aggressors as the reason for her retirement from acting. Yeah, no idea. Star of Poor Things. Too much pop culture for little Resorty. Admits is be to allow in. Let's try allow. 500 sheets are in a ream. Basic houses. Those say flats, but 3 letters. Basic houses. Yeah, no idea. Exam for an aspiring Esk is the LSAT. Good. A singer who once belonged to the Celtic band Clannad. Is it Bono? Is it Enya? What's the down here? Shape of a boba pearl is a sphere. With Enya. Angela Bassett did Blank Thing. Line from a viral rap performed by Arena DeBose at the BAFTAs in February 2023. Angela Bassett did Thing. I have no idea. Madison Avenue Productions once. Mad Men's about ads. In Your Face. Ha! Ed Abiri, who starred with Rachel Sennett or Sennett in Bottoms. Yep, no idea. I guess the TMNT, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, did indeed have a film called Mayhem. Cool. Sky Blue is Azure. Transfers the plant to repot. A coordinate term of femme is mask. Nickname that sounds like 2 letters. Arnie. Wait, nope. Ni is not a letter in English. RT, there we go. Deli sandwich specification is on rye. What rhymes with Bassett? Asset? Hey, New Hampshire. I do stream on Saturdays. That said, today's will be a very short stream. A buzzing bunch. Could be a hive of bees. Buzzing bunch. Like a twittery gossiping group? Not sure. Finally arrived. Beau is afraid. Ari Aster? Oster? I don't think I made it. But Scan and A+, I feel pretty good about. Oscar, who played Miguel O'Hara. That is a Spider-Man 99. It's probably Isaac, given the C there. Irritating. Ooh. Something is definitely wrong. Infinitive of sweet and soya might be être. I know it's a French thing. Good old French thing. Okay, I must say scan is wrong. Irritating. Huh. A sled whose riders travel feet first. I thought it called sledges. Luges, there we go. A flying pigeon pose, an asana. It's part of yoga. And that's enough for right now. So, very good crossword fun. Like I said, friends, I think I'm going to bounce in just a minute. So let me go ahead and resolve these missions, and they'll be good for the Saturday. So established factions and fledgling movements alike have taken an unusually keen interest in the colony on Cage. The people want to go live in the stars. The political voices all want to be there. We'll keep an eye on it. And then found an old ship.
Situation.
And lastly, the galactic community is upon us. All very good, we'll resolve those soon. But thank you for hanging out today. I hope you enjoyed yourself. It's the weekend, so I'm going to go grade and hang out with Noms. And back on Monday. Should be a good time. Enjoy yourself. Happy Thanksgiving weekend if you do such things. Back again real soon. I appreciate you. I thank you. And I'll see you in 2 days' time. Or a day and a half. Or soon. Oh, raid. We should probably raid someone. I'm still here, don't you worry. Thank you for reminding me of raids. Where's the Rimworld Hot Potato thing now? There's currently a pretty important Medicine Sans Frontier charity stream going on. Here we go. So I'm going to ready host into this person, Rule Storga, and he will take good care of you. So please get over there, say hello, friends, and consider making a contribution to a very noble and worthy enterprise. We'll see you again real soon. Appreciate you a bunch. Goodbye.